Smash the like button. Also, where were the security for Syko Stu after the attack? You can't treat the wrestlers as security because who's going to protect them from harm?
Now, here's my thing. Let's say Syko Stu, he hit Raja Bell Jackson with that beer can. And then Raja Bell snapped on him and beat his ass right then and there. Well, guess what? I wouldn't have an issue with that shit. I would say, you know what? I think Syko Stu deserved it. Why would you crack somebody with a beer can who you don't know? That would be self-defense. So Raja Bell, he messed up. He had a clear case of self-defense if he took off on Syko Stu right after that beer can crack, you see? But this dude, he waited for hours to get his revenge. He did that on purpose. This was premeditated. What part of that don't you understand? Especially when Syko Stu said he was sorry and everything got smoothed out. That's crazy. When it comes to talking about fake pro wrestling, I might be the most misunderstood guy who talks about fake pro wrestling on YouTube. How am I a bad guy? How am I a heel? I'm on the right side of history, right? How come all these famous celebrities, these so-called retired fake pro wrestlers, these former athletes, how come they don't see eye to eye when this shit is cut and dry and it's obvious? How come everybody is playing mental gymnastics? I don't understand it. And it's like, these are legends. These are fake pro wrestlers. So you would think they would have Syko Stu's back, right? You see, here's why I'm very misunderstood. I call out bullshit. That's all I do. I call out obvious bullshit. How am I the bad guy? See, anybody who talks shit about me, I view you as a heel. Let's speak facts. I don't bother anybody, man. I give you facts and evidence. I don't lie. I don't bullshit. I keep things real. Chael Sonnen, he's the king of mental gymnastics. Sean Strickland, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? What was he talking about in that tweet? He said Raja does not deserve to do jail time. Wow. He beats a man to death, unprovoked, and you think he don't deserve jail time. What are we doing here? Maven, that guy is a dumbass. Jeff Jarrett, I don't know what the fuck he was saying. He is clueless. Jeff Jarrett, why are you so clueless? It's cut and dry. Why are you playing mental gymnastics? Raja is guilty. Jeff Jarrett said he thinks Raja will beat this case. Once again, Jeff Jarrett, you are an outsider. You don't live in California, right? Don't speak on my state. I am born and raised in California. I'm from the hood, dog. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the fucking hood. Long Beach, Compton. That's my city. That's my home, nigga. Right? I've had friends that have been shot and killed. I have had friends and cousins do jail time for petty ass crimes that I feel like, man, that's bullshit. Why would they do jail time for that? Right? Because this is liberal California. They don't like black men. You idiots. This is California. They don't like black men. I'm a black man and I'm telling you that. The law system in California, they don't like black men. They target black men. They don't respect black men. Black men, we don't beat cases in California, nigga. We don't beat cases in California. That's why the California prisons are overcrowded, because they will arrest you for any petty ass crimes. This is why people move out of California, because of the 3-strike rule. This is why my gangster gang member uncle was forced to move out of California, to move to Texas, because he had 2 strikes. One more strike, he would be in jail for the rest of his life. It doesn't matter what the crime is. That's liberal California, man. Nothing is allowed. Revenge porn, nothing is allowed in California. They will get you for something. Domestic violence, jaywalking, parking tickets, shoplifting, they will get you. They don't give a fuck. And they will add more years. Even though you don't deserve more years to your sentence, they don't care. Ask Tory Lanez. 10 to 20 years? Listen, Tory Lanez will do the full bid. Okay, facts. He will do the full bid in California. They don't fuck around. Look at Kamala Harris. Do you know how many black men that bitch locked up in California? They are tough on black men. Raja Bell Jackson, he's done. He's going to jail for a long time. Jeff Jarrett, he will not beat this case. This is California, man. Okay, bitch? This is my home, my state, my city, Los Angeles. Okay? That DA, every DA in California is a attention whore. They want to be famous, which means Raja, yeah, nigga, you will not beat this case. They want to be famous and they want a conviction. Are you kidding me? I have had my brushes with the fucking law. That's my fucking point. As a black man, yeah, I have had my brushes with the law in the state of California. So please, bitch, don't try to educate me about the laws in California. This is my state and home. I know how cops work here. I know how law enforcement work here against Latinos and black men. Raja Bell Jackson is on camera beating the shit out of a white man. Yeah, in California, liberal? Yeah, he's done. He will go to jail for at least 10 to 15 years. I know these things. Especially as a martial artist, he's done. He's a mixed martial artist. They will take that into account. They will view him as a weapon. On camera, go watch that live stream. He said Syko Stu doesn't train martial arts. He is not a fighter. Bruh, that's your death sentence by saying that. That's your nail in the coffin. You are a bully. Raja, you are a bully. You used your high-level martial arts training to beat up a guy who knows nothing about self-defense or martial arts. Yes, a prosecutor will take that into account. In this state, they are hard on martial artists. They are hard on fighters. Fun fact, before the year of 2023, nunchucks were banned in California for decades since the 1970s. That's what I mean. This is California. They don't like violence. Once again, in the state of California, black men, we can't get away with anything unless we have a great lawyer who is pricey. Even then, you are down bad. They don't like black men in the court system in California. These are documented fucking facts. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room when it comes to that wrestling show that Raja invaded. Where were the bouncers? Where was the security? That's my question. This is supposed to be a fake pro wrestling event. You have no guards, you have no bouncers, you have no security. What the fuck is that? That's Bush League. They are liable for a lawsuit. You can't use fake pro wrestlers as your security. That's wrong. You can't do that. That's why Draws, aka Doug, was pissed off. They used him as security. That's not right. You can't use fake pro wrestlers as security. I don't care if it's a small indie show or a mutt show. It doesn't care. You gotta be professional. Hire security. I don't get it, bruh. Besides Mero and Chris Jericho, how come no other famous fake pro wrestler has Syko Stu's back? Is it because they don't respect indie fake pro wrestling? That's what I think. These are facts. Maybe Mark Henry, who else? Chael Sonnen, these dumbasses. Jeff Jarrett, maybe they don't respect indie fake pro wrestling. Because let's say Raja Bell Jackson, let's say he did this to a famous wrestler. Let's say he did this to Rob Van Dam. Let's say he did this to Mick Foley. Let's say he did this to Bobby Fish. Let's say he did this to, I don't know, Wardlow. Somebody. A wrestler who has been on TV with a big name. Trust me, they will be sympathetic. Mark Henry is a fucking hypocrite. He doesn't respect Syko Stu. He looks at Syko Stu as a carny, fake pro wrestler. Listen, these mainstream wrestlers, they don't respect the indie life. They don't respect indie fake pro wrestlers. And that's the major issue here that nobody is talking about. That's why they are siding with Raja Bell. That's why. Go back and watch the interview with Mark Henry on TMZ. That fat ass nigga made a fool out of himself. He disrespected Syko Stu in that interview as an indie, macho, carny, fake pro wrestler. He called him a carny. That's crazy. Like, he's your fellow fake pro wrestler, right? No, they don't see it that way. Guys like Mark Henry, Rob Van Dam, etc., these big names, yeah, they look down on guys like a Syko Stu. They don't take him seriously. They look at Syko Stu as a carny, broke, drunk, indie, macho wrestler. People are saying, oh, why hasn't Raja Bell been arrested? Here's why. That's the California way. We take our time to press charges. We want to get it right because they are preparing to throw the book at Raja. They want to get all their ducks in a row. They want to make sure they have a strong case. California will never get punked by the public. That's not California. They take their time to charge you with a crime. Just ask Tory Lanez. They take their sweet time. But that's a good thing. If they are taking their sweet time to arrest Raja Bell, that means he's going down. They are adding more charges by the day. That's the point. That's why they are taking their time to investigate this shit. They want to make sure this was not a work. That's why they are taking their time. They know they will charge Raja Bell with attempted murder. They have no other choice, but they want to make sure this is a strong case that he can't beat. But all these famous athletes, these famous fake pro wrestlers, these famous fighters that are siding with Raja Bell, that is so disrespectful because I'm shocked. You would think they would side with Syko Stu because I'm like, hold on, Jeff Jarrett, that could be you. What if that was you? It's like, listen, I'm pro-victim. Here's why I'm pro-victim. I need more information. That's my point. I've gotten my information. Syko Stu is a victim. It was obvious. It's like, you forgave Syko Stu. Y'all shook hands multiple times. He kept telling you, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry, this was a misunderstanding. And then hours later, you go back on your word and you beat the shit out of Syko Stu. How can you not be sympathetic towards Syko Stu? This is why I am pro-victim, if it's called for. This is an obvious case. You have to be pro-victim. Syko Stu did nothing wrong. He did not ask for this. This is why I am pro-victim. My mindset is, what if that was me? What if I was Syko Stu? Would I want Raja Bell to get off? All you incels, all you stupid, evil fucking people, all you trolling niggas online who are championing Raja Bell, what if that was you in that ring, getting your brains beaten in by Raja Bell? Would you say, you know what, I deserved it? So then, you people never imagine yourself in the shoes of the victim. That's what I do all the time. What if I was the victim? Did I deserve it? or did I not deserve it? In this case, Syko Stu did not deserve that shit. Okay, for example, I am very fair. I am Team Daniel Penny. Fuck Jordan Neely. That's my point. Jordan Neely, he is not a victim. Nope. Jordan Neely was not a victim. Fuck him. He was terrorizing that subway. That's what I mean. You can be pro-victim or anti-victim. In that case, I was anti-victim. Fuck Jordan Neely. I was Team Daniel Penny. If Syko Stu was a mainstream fake pro wrestler, I guarantee you this. All the wrestlers in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, TNA, the World Wrestling Federation, NWA, everybody would have his back. And everybody would be against Raja Bell. These are facts. It's just, this is very exposing how these mainstream fake pro wrestlers, they don't respect indie wrestlers. They don't respect career, lifelong indie wrestlers like a Syko Stu. That's why they are Team Raja Bell. And it's sad. It is disgusting. They don't care about Syko Stu's life just because they view him as a worthless, drunk, indie jobber. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I've done research, man. I'm seeing tons of famous fake pro wrestlers. They are siding with Raja Bell. That's crazy work. I'm seeing tons of channels that are quiet. I'm talking about the fake pro wrestlers who are mainstream, who have YouTube channels. They are quiet. I would say JBL, man. JBL and Buff Bagwell. They might be the only two guys on YouTube who got common sense. But everybody else, they are either quiet or they give you mental gymnastics answers regarding Raja Bell and Syko Stu. It's like, are they scared of Rampage Jackson? Or did Rampage Jackson pay them off not to bash Raja Bell? Also, fuck Rob Van Dam. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's like, bro, you just lost a lot of fans because you were on the wrong side of history. Rob Van Dam is a clout chaser. It's like, bro, lay off the weed, man. Seriously, lay off the weed. Because I saw your video. All I heard was mental gymnastics that you gotta piece apart. It's like, what's going on here? Is everybody afraid to run that fade with Rampage Jackson? It's like, what the fuck is this? It's like, it's either you are cowards or he is paying you off to say dumb shit about his son. All I'm saying is, anybody who thinks that Raja Bell will not get jail time, man, I wish Raja Bell can beat the fuck out of y'all. I wish you guys were in that hospital and not Syko Stu, just to drive the point home. Because you never want to jump in the shoes of the victim. You never imagine yourself in the shoes of the victim. That's why you say stupid, dumb shit that can get you fucked up in person. That's all I'm saying. I really wish Raja Bell can fuck y'all up. And I'm done.